What's going on, guys? My name is Francesco Russo, and I'm the owner of Raw, also known as Russo Automotive Works. And just making this video to formally introduce myself and what to expect from my YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff that I feel be helpful and beneficial to anyone out there trying to do stuff on their own, or stuff that I find easy that, you know, seems hard but it's really not, and a lot of do's and don'ts and stuff to expect and stuff to basically look out for. So for starters, I'm going to be putting an engine in this 2006 Mazda Speed 6. It actually threw a rod, pretty gnarly, but I got this motor from a junkyard. Now, when you get a motor from a junkyard, you're basically getting not really everything you need, besides, you know, having hopefully a working head and block, but you'll be getting stuff that looks like, you know, cut radiator hoses, broken connectors. I mean, obviously, you're going to want to utilize the original harness, you know, in the car. What you should do first, you should inspect for any signs of damage to the casing, you know, before you know, they give you and they deliver it. Which I looked this over when I got it. I didn't see any sort of damages, you know, on it, other than the fact that it's kind of rusty, and I'm hoping, you know, that it's not seized or anything like that. I did turn it over. It turned over freely. I'm not sure if there's any oil in it. There's probably a very minimal amount. I don't know if they drain it. Definitely doesn't have any coolant. But for starters, what you want to do is take all the ignition coils out, and then you want to perform a leak down test. Now, not everyone has a tool accessible like that, but, you know, I work as a mechanic, that's what I do. I purchased a snap-on cylinder leakage tool, which works very nicely. It can help, you know, you buy it one time and you'll never have to buy it again. So this is essentially what you get. There's more stuff that you can buy. I already have what I need to check this car out, but essentially you just need some sort of compressor, you know, something good, and you hook this up, and you can set the engine up TDC, and you can check each individual cylinder for leakage. You know, again, you're buying a car from an engine from a junkyard. You don't know, was that car running? They claim it was, but, you know, was it running? You know, what did the other owner do to it? You know, was it running when they got in an accident? Did it lose all its coolant? Did it overheat? Did something warp? You know, these are all questions that are unknown. So I want to make sure that before I take the time to put this together, that I'm going to be successful in the end. Now, some other things that you should do right before you want to put this in the car. You want to do some kind of preemptive maintenance. You obviously want to replace all the spark plugs, for sure. You want to start at zero. Definitely an oil change. If there's an external water pump, or I'm sorry, an internal water pump like this one, definitely want to get a new water pump. You don't want to just slam all this back together and, you know, then you drive it and, like I said, you don't know. It's the unknown. It needs a water pump. So this is what I'm going to be tearing into. I'm going to be posting another video, and just a video solely dedicated on this engine, the teardown, checking of everything, and I will be showing the way that I remove an engine out of a car. Now, I've done engines on the ground. They are not fun. It's a lot of work, but if you work hard and you have a dream and you set goals for yourself, you can get a lift at your house. Luckily, when I bought this house, there was a big enough space here to set up a lift. This is a 2-post lift. It is capable of lifting 14,000 pounds. It's not actually at its max setting. It actually can go up higher, but with the limitations of my roof, I cannot. This is about shy of 14 feet. So just give a little walk around my shop that I have at home. If you notice and peeked, yes, this is my 93 Skyline. It is not a GTR. I don't have money like that, but it is going to be converted into a GTR. This is a GTST Type M. I have an RB26, but I just took my time to kind of just bring this car back to life. I've been doing a lot of things, and that's what I like doing. I like restoring cars, and just not just buying it outright, already done. I like to put the time, the blood, sweat, and tears into my cars. Over here we have my never-ending project. This is my 97 Mark III Jetta. It is like the first car I owned. It's not the first car I owned, but it's like the first car I ever owned. And it has a one owner. It was a little old lady. She traded in at my dealership. It was a 2.0 automatic. And I've always wanted to swap, either like a 3.2 or something crazy into a Mark III, because I've seen him online, and I absolutely love the sound of R32, Volkswagen R32s, and I had the opportunity of buying this Mark III for cheap, and I was, just things just piled up, and I had a donor car, I had, everything I needed, and I just went with it. So I did get a fairly low mileage R32 motor out of a 04 that was wrecked, but I went in and I redid a lot of things. I had the head rebuilt. Pretty much everything in this is brand new except for the crank and the pistons. I re-ringed it, has new connecting rod bearings, has ARP everything. I had the crank balanced by a very reputable machine shop. The machine shop actually redecked the block, hot tanked it. They did the head, and I know it has cams in it. 264s, I believe. I have the ECUs tuned, everything's ready to go. I just need the time. I have a lot of projects and a lot of stuff that I do, but it's something to keep my attention, when I have some downtime, and, keeps me out of trouble. It's a very, very clean car. Don't mind the mess and the dust, but like I said, it was an automatic at one point, and I have everything necessary to make it manual, which I'll probably be posting videos. And these are, now they're in the video in the shot, they are my stage 3 drive shaft shop axles, which I waited a very long time for, but they will definitely help with not breaking anything. And it's my toolbox. It's pretty packed. I have two toolboxes, one here obviously, and one at work, and they pretty much look like this. And I know my shop is a little dirty, but I have OCD and I love all my stuff organized, which my shop is not right now. But I have this car exploded, that car was exploded, and there's parts everywhere for this car. I mean, there's still parts that car on this car, but eventually I need to do some more stuff on this car before I finalize it. I'm waiting for, I actually just acquired a full StopTech big brake kit, brand new. I'm going to be putting it on there because the brakes on this car are shot, and the money to rebuild them and have them powder coated, and I just said, why not? I'm going to build this car the way I want it, and I'm going to spend the money on having it look nice. I have wheels too. I'll be posting updates on the car. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to, follow up. I'll be posting everything else I do to my Skyline. Definitely shows and whatnot I go to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is a little introduction on myself. Please, if you would like to follow up with me and see stuff that I do, please. And if you have any questions and whatnot, or if there's something similar you're doing, or you have a question about some sort of job that you have that you want me to make a video on, or something I'm capable of doing, I would definitely do it. And just subscribe and see what I put out. And thanks for watching. I hope you guys subscribe. Thanks.